Carrot cake jam is another lovely variety of something that we can do with our carrots. Carrots are kind of a fun item because while they're a vegetable, they work so well with stuff that's sweet, like with carrot cake. So this jam is kind of a fun variation of that. My first step was to peel all of my carrots, and then I cut off the tips and I cut off the ends, and then I grated them using my food processor, but you could do it by hand. It's just faster with the food processor. Then I used my apple core slicer peeler to core, peel, and slice my apples. Imagine that, right? After using that, I kind of fine tune and get off any last bits of skin that were missed by the device. And if there's any bad spots, which sometimes mine do have because I get them right from the orchard, then I take those off as well. Then it's really nice because all I have to do is slice straight down into the center of my apple, and it gives me these lovely little chunks. This recipe uses 20 ounces of crushed pineapple. If you wanted to do fresh, it's about 1.5 cups worth. And 1.5 cups of shredded carrots. These are fun because they're all different colors, but as they cook, the purple ones actually turn kind of an orangey color. 1.5 cups of apples. I like to use a tart apple for this. These are Cosmic Crisp, but you could do Granny Smith. 6 tablespoons of pectin, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cloves, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'll then place this on the stove and bring it to a boil. Now that my jam is at a boil, I'll add 4.5 cups of white sugar and 2 cups of brown sugar. Then I'll stir it up and bring it back to a boil. You can already get a feel for how great this is going to be. I can smell all the lovely spices. Now that it's come back to a boil, I'll set my timer for 1 minute. I like to stir it regularly just so that it doesn't scorch. It'd be really sad to lose it at this point. I then add 3/4 of a cup of chopped walnuts. I wouldn't want to add this beforehand or the nuts would become too soft. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. And I couldn't add that one beforehand or it would cook off the flavor. I then mix them together really well. I want to make sure it's in every jar. I'll then fill my 1/2 pint jars up to 1/4 of an inch of headspace, which is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. Because the walnuts do float a little bit, I try to make sure that I get a little bit of walnuts in each jar. Then I'll use a clean damp cloth to wipe off the rim of my jars, and this just makes it so that if any of the jam got on the edge, it won't interfere with the seal. And then I'll place on my lids and rings until they're fingertip tight. I'll then process these in my boiling water bath for 10 minutes if I'm at sea level. I'm at 1,200 feet, so I'll process them for 15, and I won't start the timer until after it starts to boil. Now that my timer's gone off, I'll remove the lid, turn off the heat, and set a timer for 5 minutes to let it cool. I'll then remove the jars and place them on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart. I'll leave them there for 24 hours so that they can get a good seal. After that, I'll remove their ring, wash off the outside, and place them in a cool, dry, dark location and use them in the next 1 to 3 years. So the taste tester. I'm really excited about this one. I mean, honestly, I get really excited about any of them that have nuts in them. Oh my gosh, this is so good. If you put this on toast with like cream cheese, oh, it'd be fabulous. Yeah, this one's really good. I recommend it.